decided to take a break, and we ended up splitting up like for a while. We took a break. My man Kenny started his own group called Mind Frame. It was a spoken words group. You know, he sang the vocals and spoken words and rap, and it was brilliant, man. Had they got a deal, they would have blew. It was amazing what they was doing. My cousin Steven started singing in a cover band. You know what I mean? He was making, you know, the 80s. He started making money. Then we got a call, like Anthony got a call from Spanky from the group Men of Vizion.
Yeah, okay.
They had lost 3 members of their group. And Spanky and Anthony met up in church or something, and Anthony gave Spanky his number to do some songs for Riff. And what happened was, Spanky didn't call him right away. So, you know, but he did tell us about it. He was like, listen, man, Spanky, that singer Men of Vizion, gonna do some songs for us. Spanky was a producer, writer, whatever. It's funny because I had went to a show, an R. Kelly concert, and Men of Vizion had opened up, and I finally got to see who Men of Vizion was. I didn't know who they were at the time, but anyway, to make a long story short, Spanky called Chill and was like, listen, I need you and Michael to come join Men of Vizion. He said, because I'm gonna lose my deal. He said, you guys sing great. And Anthony was like, I'll come, but I gotta bring my brother Styles, Dwayne Jones. I gotta bring him too. He was like, we only want 2 more because it's 4 quarters to $1. You know what I mean? We trying to, you know, do it right. It's only 4 quarters. It'll be, you know, 4 of us. We'll make more of the money.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you gotta hear us together. He said, if you can turn it down after you hear it, then it'll be what it'll be. So Wayne came. We met at Junior's Cheesecake in Brooklyn. Junior's Cheesecake Factory. We met at Junior's in Brooklyn. We sat down, we ate, we talked, we ate some food, we sang a song together, and it locked like nobody business. We locked. It was like, okay, look, we're going up to Sony on tomorrow, and we're gonna sing for Ty Mottola, Corey Rooney, Michael Jackson, Eddie Riley. We're gonna sing for all these cats tomorrow. We gotta rip them down, because if not, we're gonna lose our deal. So we went up there the next day, and sure enough, man, all these cats was there.
Any nerves?
Huh?
Was it as nervous as singing in church the first time, seeing MJ and Tommy?
Listen, Ty Mottola, Corey Rooney, Teddy Riley was on the phone, Michael Jackson, it was Jerry Greenberg, Ken Commissar, but everybody was excited about Men of Vizion, but they didn't know what was getting ready to happen. So when we got there, see, the first group couldn't sing as good as we could, you know what I mean? So it was more like when we got there, they knew that they had a masterpiece. And when we sang, it was like, oh man, let's go, let's do the deal, let's get in, let's get this record done. At this time, Blackstreet was blowing up like crazy. Blackstreet was out of here. Teddy had an altercation with some of the cats that was in his group, was in the first Men of Vizion, you know what I mean? He wasn't sure if he was gonna rock with us at first. It was more like, but it wasn't our fault. It was what the other kids had did. But because of Teddy, we ended up signing the deal with Teddy, and because it was his deal, was Teddy's deal with Sony, with Michael Jackson. And we signed to Teddy. And Teddy basically allowed us to do another record.
Okay. So but you guys did a record with him. You did two tracks with him. So he must have known you guys, known how you guys work and stuff. So he would.
He knew. Teddy knew what he was getting, and that's the only reason why the deal was saved, because he knew that we were, we was Riff. It was a nice guys. When we hooked up with Teddy, when we was working with him, it was more like it was a pleasant thing. It was all love. Yeah. He called a check from EMI for bazillions of records, bazillions of dollars. He was okay, you know what I mean? It was more like, listen, let's, and I thank him for that. Listen, if you hear this interview, man, I never got a chance to thank him for that, because at that time, man, my mind was messed up. And because of him, we were able to keep things going, man. I thank Teddy for that, man.
No, I think
and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, the question I had was because as a 5-piece, did you guys fall out with each other? I mean, after you had 3 of you who said, "No, we want to be hard," and you were thinking we need to take the deal, and then you're blacklisted. Did it just become? Did you guys? I won't say hate, but did you just like all our failures now your fault? Yeah. And did they admit to say, "Yeah, man, we messed up," or did you guys have that conversation? Yeah, we had the conversation, and there was some saltiness about it. There was saltiness. See, the thing is, it was saltiness when we couldn't get another situation. Yeah. And we started pointing fingers at these guys. We like, see, we told y'all we should have did what we was in a good place, we was making money. Yeah, it was a lot of pointing fingers and stuff like that. Yeah. And, when cats started pulling off, doing their own thing, me and Anthony and Dwayne, we had to figure out what we was gonna do. So when we got that call, it was like, boom! We went and got the deal. These cats looked up and saw us, signed to Sony, signed to Michael Jackson. We got a new video out. Do you feel me? Cass was pissed off about that. Kenny was pissed off about it for a long time, because we didn't sit down and tell him that we were doing another group. You know what I mean? But at that time, we weren't speaking at that time like that. Yeah, everybody was doing their own thing. So he saw it when everybody else saw it. When you looked on BET and we was out there rocking, he saw it. You know what I mean? So that ended up going crazy for years, man. And then we ended up finally, true story, man. After Men of Vizion, we toured across seas out there in London and stuff like that. There we came back. Men of Vizion took a break. Spanky started writing gospel music. He got back into the gospel field. He was our lead singer. Yeah. He ended up doing gospel. So we tried to figure out a way. We like, all right, let's just take the break. So after that, man, we vowed to like always try to get Riff back together. Try to see where we could go, do some music, whatever. And we used to ask Kenny every year, man, like for years, he wasn't trying to touch Riff. It was one year, I want to say it was like four years ago. We had caught a check. A check came for us, some publishing from EMI. We had got a big check, and I called him. I was like, "Yo, we got this money, man. We want to split it up. Make sure you get your half." He was happy. He was going crazy. It was over $100,000. It was a little check, and we had to split it up. So he was happy. I said, "Okay, man, we gotta come back and do a Riff reunion album." And he finally said yes. 2 days after that, he passed away. Oh God. Passed away. He didn't get a chance to see the money that was coming. His wife saw it, and we didn't get a chance to do the Riff reunion record. Wow. You know what I mean? But we still cut the record. I ended up still cutting, we still got a 15-song record that, when the guys is ready to put it out, we can put it out whenever we want, you know what I mean? But it's when everybody get their head right and want to do it, we're gonna do it. If not, Nitty Green is working on his EP, and I got a new song out called With Me. Yeah. And I'm doing the best I can, man. I'm gonna keep it going until the casket drop. I have to sing it. Yeah, no, so I'm gonna get to your solo stuff, but I do wonder, because there's been such a craving for the 90s type of music, and I think it's because the music that we're getting now is very short term, very, just put it out there, get a top hit and move it along, very Instagram quick, see it and move on. and no one's really taking their time talking about love. It's not talking about relationships and stuff. So I do notice that a lot of the old bands, even Guy getting back and doing a lot of tours, and it's getting packed out. Did you guys start to think, okay, 30 years, I know you did some venues, but did you start thinking, we can be out on the road, if Next is doing it and everyone's going on tour, there's a big market for that, but...
Man, listen, we thought that we can do it. We actually, because Riff had a pop appeal, and we were on tour, we never started the ground root, we never hit these clubs. We never built our fan base as strong as we could. You know what I mean? We was more like movie, so if we ain't being pushed on the pop side, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People aren't gonna know exactly who we are until we sing the song. So if you put us on your show, on a 90s show, because we came out in 91.
Yeah.
You put us on the show and we sing the records, it's like, oh, I remember that song. Them dudes can sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of that. But if it's the promoters not knowing what we brought to the industry, like the movie, we had certified top 10 bangers in 1991.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was if the promoters don't know, they somehow will slip through the cracks. If one promoter says yes, and they get the whiff of what Riff brings to the stage on those 90 stages, they're gonna go crazy, but then they're gonna have to pay, because straight up and down they missed us. They wasn't letting us in, even doing that. We had to do our own venues.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we'll definitely do the first run, nice and easy. So they see what they missed. Right now the people are getting the 90s, but they're getting the same shit.
Yeah.
Every show is the same artists on there, man.
Yeah.
People want a variety. There was a lot of artists, and there was a lot of artists in the 90s.
Yeah.
And these promoters is not tapping in to half of them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think when you think about Men of Vizion, the first album, Housekeeper stuff, really, hit BET and really got that. So most of us would know Men of Vizion from that first album. Yeah, Do Things and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then with your guys, when you're dealing with in the pop market, and when I'm hearing you on, Power 106 and the beats and stuff, it's almost like, I don't really know that. Yeah, so I guess I could see why the promoters are thinking, if we put you out there, are people gonna really? But it's a show, though. I mean, if you perform, because I seen your videos, and you still backflip and stuff.
No, man.
Can you see that? Okay.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something, though. I ain't scared now. I ain't scared. I am not scared. Listen, I'll do whatever it takes to destroy a building. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make people remember, our mentality is put us on the stage. You're going home saying Riff was the best group there.